What's up, everybody? John here with Motivation Theory, running back with a day 12 update for running 10 or more miles a day. Again, day 12. So far this week, I have 51 miles, 8 hours and 42 minutes worth of running this week total. So total for this kind of little challenge that I'm challenging myself with is I have a total of 131 miles over 22 hours and 48 minutes. So excited about that. Doing well, feeling good. This is all mental. It really is all mental. So yesterday I kind of had a low point, and today I had a high point. And the only difference is my mental state. So in ultras, there's always going to be times where you have highs and lows. And the saying says, there's always going to be highs and lows. But don't worry about it. They'll all pass. Or something like that. And that's kind of what happened. Yesterday I had a low point, and I had an extreme kind of cool epiphany of making a decision to keep going when I had every reason to stop and no real reason to keep going other than having set a goal. And what that leads me to talk about this morning are some points about overcoming kind of this challenge of getting up and running and exercising and just doing this day in and day out. So today was one of those feelings when you make the decision to keep going in an ultra, or you just come out of a low point. You're like, 10 minutes ago I thought the world was ending, and now I'm on top of the world. And that happens in ultras. And I love that feeling, whether or not you're getting hydration, you're getting more nutrition in your body, and you start feeling a lot better. And so number one, and I wrote these down because I was thinking about this when I was running, is really have a purpose and a goal. I know that's kind of a standard thing, but you really need to have a purpose and a goal. If you're just running to kind of shed some pounds, well, that's going to fluctuate, and that's going to be, your motivation is going to be dictated by kind of your daily fluctuations of weight, which can be a lot. I mean, I fluctuate 3 to 4 pounds a day. Or, if you're wanting to lose a significant amount of weight, that might be something to shoot for, but it's really hard to see the end in sight sometimes when it comes to that, because there's a lot more things at play than just the exercise. There's nutrition and how your body handles the nutrition and the type of exercise you're doing. You need to kind of grasp onto something else, whether or not it's being healthy or being there for your kids when you're older, or not wanting to develop, diabetes and disease and things like that. Things that kind of maybe is a larger motivation. Again, I'm just kind of just spitballing here, throwing stuff out that comes into my mind as I'm talking. And kind of the second point would be kind of be intentional and set yourself up for success. So a lot of times I'm sleeping on the couch. I'm setting my clothes up. I'm setting the coffee maker to go off. I'm setting 2 alarms on my watch, 2 or 3 alarms on my phone. And really trying to remove all the barriers, all the things that could signal me to stop. A lot of times if I have a hard workout or a long run and I'm sleeping up in bed with the wife and the baby in the room, and I don't want to wake them up because it's early, and then it's really easy for me to get over that first hurdle of just like, it's just easier for me to stay in bed. So really try to do things to set yourself up for success. Again, this is another basic point, but all the things you can do to remove that, all those barriers, are just going to help you. 3, recognize the moment when you're not wanting to do the thing. So when I wake up in the morning and it's super early and there's alarms are going off and I'm hitting them and I'm snoozing them and I'm sitting up on the couch or the bed and I'm kind of going through the mental hurdles of like, I really don't want to do this. I'm tired. Am I going to have time? Maybe I'll just do half that amount. And you start making excuses that, morning John is a different person than, John after the run or John in the afternoon. I'm much more of an afternoon person. Trust me. So morning John is kind of a lazy guy. I got to fight with that guy. There's a mental battle going on with him. So just recognize, sorry, I'm still sweating. Just recognize when that's happening and try to just step outside yourself for a moment and address that and go, okay, be quiet, shut up, lazy John. Get out of the way. We got stuff to do. I'm going to go back to my purpose and goal. I'm going to go back to what is the thing that I want to accomplish with this? And it's not just running every day. My goal is not to run every day. That's not the goal. My goal is to be as in shape as I can be for the ultras, the races, to do a little better, to keep myself healthy for my family as long as I possibly can, to not develop heart disease and diabetes and cancer and all of these things that could possibly happen, that may still happen, but you just never know. You try to remove all the things to set that could lead to the things you don't want to have happen. The last point would be to be grateful, and that was the big one that was transformational with me last night. I got into a point where I was thinking the night before, I have to get up and run tomorrow. I got to keep doing this. I have to do this. And thinking about having to do something is just not a positive, encouraging way of thinking about it. Be grateful that you get to run, that you get to work out, that you have the health and the benefit of doing that, because not everyone does. Not everyone can do that. And I guarantee the people that can't anymore would love to just be in your spot, even for a day. So be grateful that you have the health to work out, that you have the ability to work out, and don't look at it as something you have to do, because you don't have to. Nobody has to work out. We get to work out. It is something that we are blessed to be able to do. And with this kind of challenge that I'm doing, it's not something I have to do, but I can do it. I'm 45 years old. I'm in great shape, and I'm having fun with this, and it is a very positive thing for me. It is helping me build my base for my races this fall. And I am grateful, very grateful, that I am able to do this. All right, 2 announcements. First is Monday Night Live is coming this next Monday. So it's May 21st. It's Friday, May 21st. Whatever that is. I can't figure it out in my head right now on my phones I'm recording with. Just a normal live hangout like we've always done in the past. If I'm feeling kind of froggy and I want to bring somebody on, maybe I'll drag somebody and they're willing, I'll drag them into the live feed and we can chat. Second is thanks to Joe Kern. Remember Joe Kern? He is running across Indiana. So this is runacrossindiana.com. Go check out his website. He's got a GoFundMe. He's raising money for his local food pantry. And at the end of this year, towards the end of this year, he's going to be making his way around 167 miles across his state to raise money for that. So his GoFundMe will be linked off of that page. And I hope you all have a wonderful Friday. Have a great weekend. Get out there and get those runs in. You'll feel much, much better. I'm actually looking forward to this weekend and rounding out this 2 weeks of running 10 or more miles a day. It's actually exciting for me right now. So go ahead and click the video right there. And you'll talk to me in that next video. Hit that like button and subscribe if you have not already done so. And I'll see you in the next video. Take care.